It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Utah Jazz. The Jazz control the tap. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
It's Jazz ball. Here comes the screen. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Tight space with the crossover. Rubio. His first effort off the mark. Rose into the front court. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Rubio missed his first. That one goes.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Rose to Taj Gibson. Baseline drive. Rose on the drive, but it won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Down low to Favors. From the painted area, won't go down. Rose into the front court. Up by 3. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Rubio to Gobert. The monster stuff.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Shot from the lane won't go. Rudy Gobert able to recover with the block. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Jimmy Butler goes down last year, nearly cost Minnesota the playoffs. When he's healthy, what makes him so dangerous?
Well, he's a versatile player. He's a guy that can lock up on the defensive end and the guy that can give you 20-plus points every single night. Let's remember, he missed 21 games last year. That's a quarter of the season. But the team didn't do that bad without him. They went 10 and 11. If these guys can finally come together and build some chemistry, they're a team that could be a 6 or a 5 seed in the West.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Number 2 for the Utah.
Donovan Mitchell at the line. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Has a chance. Derrick Rose, 3 for 6 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. The shot denied by Towns.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Inside, he scores.
So they're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket at the rim.
I'm going to be real with you. I haven't seen any limitations in Donovan Mitchell's game. He's always on balance, and it doesn't matter if you hit him attacking the rim or off the dribble. You're never going to knock him off kill. The only thing you can do as an opponent is you have to make him work the entire length of the ball game. Pick him up 94 feet, get his legs tired, and hope that he makes bad decisions down the stretch.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time to shuffle things up. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Rose into the front court. Leads 4. To Gibson. Wiggins. Oh, had him going there for a second. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Derrick Rose at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Oh, he can't connect. Here's Rubio up top, counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. Nice pass to set things up.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand the next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Rubio into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Grayson Allen to Gobert. Oh, that's rejected by Towns.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Grayson Allen. Rubio. Not that time. He missed it. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jazz have the ball. Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Derrick Rose slams it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
We played one at Target Center with the Timberwolves on top. Jay and I return to Minneapolis after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rose into the front court. His team on top by 8. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. Wide open look, won't go. To Wiggins. Towns. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Utah ball. Oh, and Wiggins. Oh,
and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
From long range. Can't get the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Wiggins. Drose. To Wiggins. For three, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Andrew Wiggins with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year, and his footwork on the perimeter to guard pick and pops, especially in the West where people are playing small ball, is imperative for this team. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz. Old school, like the old days with Byron Russell and John Stockton. That's the way they'll win games.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Quinn Snyder changing the lineup at this juncture.
It's your chance at some excellent memorabilia. Substitutions, Utah.
And scores. Strong take.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell was that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down a dozen. Work it down to Favors. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Nothing going here on that drive. Derek Favors rejects it. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Rose. Wiggins. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Utah's got it. Joe Ingles to Favors. Why even?
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 23.
Favors. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Rose. Fires the three. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Here's Rubio up top. 9-point margin. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Rose to Towns. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Mitchell on the drive, but he can't finish.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Utah with the possession to Favors.
He just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 99, Jay Crowder.
Mitchell. And it's good.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of hype. but starts showing and, more importantly, proving himself every single night. Spider Mitchell is one of those type of generational players, and what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And how about this for a fact that will throw your mind? He finished his rookie season with a far better PER, that's a player efficiency rating, than other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league. That's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
Stuffs it down with authority.
There was so much debate going on about who was the best gem in the 2017 NBA draft. Was that Jason Tatum? But a lot of people think it's Donovan Mitchell. I have to agree. What a great find by Dennis Lindsey, the GM for the Jazz. At 13 overall, he wound up leading all rookies in scoring, averaging 20.5 points per game.
The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. It's Jazz ball. Knocked loose. Wolves have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Joe Ingles. Mitchell. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Drose. Good look that time, but off the mark. Rubio into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. The drive. Right.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Oh, a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Drose, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Mitchell.
First foul in the last.
And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Timberwolves enjoying the advantage.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
47 wins for Minnesota. They squeak into the playoffs. What's key to take that next step?
If you're Scott Layden, the GM of the Wolves, the one person you're waiting for to arrive is Andrew Wiggins. Now, he had an impressive 3 seasons that earned him a max deal. But we watched this young man go from being the second option behind Jimmy Butler to now the third option behind Karl Anthony Towns. He averaged 17.5 points last year, but you need him to be a max-type player for this team to take the next leap.
Drose to Wiggins. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Rose. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first. Second and 3 is good. No good. Made the first 2, missed the last. It's Mitchell controlling the offense. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Grayson Allen. And it's blocked by Gibson.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Derrick Rose with a chance at a 4-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. You can count that one a 4-point play. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Rose on the drive, but it won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. Rose. Five to shoot for Minnesota to Wiggins. Here's a chance from long range. That no good, off the mark. Mitchell with it up top. Down a bundle. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Favors. To Allen. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
It's Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Think about Houston, CP3, James Harden, Golden State, okay? They have 5 All-Stars on their team. Portland, Dame Lillard, C.J. McCollum. Also OKC, Paul George, and you think about Russell Westbrook. Who's going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
Mitchell with the basketball. His guys down big. To Allen. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
Jazz will take a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. No, that's rejected by Town.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And it's Minnesota's rebound. To Rose. Wiggins. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Joe Ingles to Allen. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Towns to Rose. And he'll go to the foul line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Andrew Wiggins at the line.
Utah Jazz.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here's Rubio into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Gibson to Rose. 4-3. Rare 3 for Rose. Defense was ready.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Short jumper won't go down.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rose.
To number 23. That's his first.
Derrick Rose at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Another follow, still no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. That ends the third quarter as the Timberwolves enjoy a nice cushion so far. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Here's Rubio up top, looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Rubio to Joe Ingles. The shot denied by Towns.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Rose hits it, and the foul, and a chance now at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Derrick Rose with a chance at a 4-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Got it at the line. Jazz have the ball. Rubio to Favors. And Gibson grabs the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
First one goes down. He delivers with 2 free throws. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, they called a foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Team foul number 1.
Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Down low Crowder. He got a piece. 24-second violation.
No basket.
Rose to Wiggins. He was hacked. They let it go. Timberwolves have the basketball. Rose to Wiggins. Oh, he had him there for a second. Rose. Over to the right side. Curling inside, slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Rose into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Top of the key to Rose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time to Wiggins. Oh, had him going there for a second.
Rotate.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
It's Minnesota basketball.
That's me. I got ball. Hey, watch this screen. Look.
Rose to Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Rose into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Beyond the arc for 3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Here comes the screen. To Favors. From the painted area, won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up. Go.
Sizing up the defense. Rose to Wiggins.
Double team.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Rose to Wiggins.
I got you. We got you. Hands up. You got him.
Inside, he scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Rose to Gibson. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Rose, pass to the rim, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Utah ball, knocked loose. That approach, that's what you want to see. Nice save. Count the basket inside.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Substitution being made in this one. Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is.
Yep, I got him. I got him. Here we go.
Drose to Wiggins.
Clock on.
Drose to Wiggins.
Got him. Be up, baby. Be up.
24-second violation. He'll let one fly from half court. It's a victory for the Timberwolves as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.